What's going on, my super fam? Alright, so Clorinde and Alhaitham ban official information has just been dropped. In my oh my, there's a lot of things to be discussing about. But first of all, the most important part is going to be my surprise toward the 4-star roster. Obviously, we're going to be discussing that in a bit, but where the hell is Kave? He hasn't been back since 3.6, guys, just so you know. And right, I usually predicted Kave is going to be coming pretty soon. But wow, he's still missing, so I don't know, maybe he's just off to doing some, architectural work in Sumeru. Maybe Nahida is just, giving him a private job, so he's not here just yet. So, but who knows? I feel sorry for Kave fan, but yeah, this is what Hoyoverse decided, so we just have to go with that. But before we jump into the video, guys, I just want to thank today's video sponsor, Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco. So Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco are Japanese subscription box services that offer snacks all the way from Japan right to your doorsteps. All their boxes contains a cultural guides booklet that tells you everything you need to know about what's inside the box, as well as the information about the snack's history, origins, ingredients, and other fun facts. So for Tokyo Treats, who's a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box, you will get up to 20 of the latest exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited term. So for Tokyo Treat, we cannot miss out the Kit Kat special edition for every month, and this time around we get to experience chocolate orange. Man, I love orange, but I also love chocolate, and therefore with the combination of this is definitely one of my most favorite flavor. Now, one of the snacks that actually captured my attention the first time I see it is definitely going to be our lovely katana sword and the shuriken that comes along with it. This is very unique and I have never seen anything like it in a Sakuraco box before. Very fun little design, guys, with a bunch of lovely chewing gums inside with different flavors for you guys to try out. Definitely one of my most memorable snacks from Tokyo Treat box. Alongside with that, it's the sesame crunch that you guys would definitely have to try out. There's just this irresistible crunchiness that comes with it, and the light sweetness of the black sesame that is very enjoyable to have as snacks. Now, Sakuraco is a monthly authentic Japanese snack subscription box. Sakuraco is supporting local Japanese snack maker. Each box comes with at least 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and special Japanese tableware. So the package that captured my attention the most when I pick up the Sakuraco box this time is definitely going to be the matcha konjac warabi mochi. It's a little bit hard to pronounce the name, but basically you can understand it is going to be matcha jelly. Very, very flavory of a matcha tasting. If you guys love matcha, this is one of the things that you have to try out whenever you have this Sakuraco box. On top of that, there's a 7th flavor of arare. Very flavory snack that you can have along with the teas that always come with the Sakuraco box, guys. The bag contains various authentic arare flavors such as seaweed, green lavas, and sesame. And if you are in the mood for a bit of yummy chocolates, the Yokohama chocolate crunch will not disappoint you. With a combination of rich dark chocolate and sweet white chocolate, it's a perfectly coating savory puff for a treat that will satisfy your chocolate cravings. Now, in all Sakuraco box, they usually come with a piece of dinnerware, and this time around we get to see a Mako tree plate. Absolutely stunning of a design on the plate, guys. I was in awe when I opened up the box. The smooth golden color that comes along on the plate, as well as the pattern design, is just phenomenal. Thank you so much, Sakuraco, for always sending me these lovely gifts. Now, they gave me a coupon code to share with you all, so you can experience these snacks for yourself. For more information, guys, check my description box as my pinned comment to get access to the link with the coupon code. Now, first off, we'll touch a little bit about Clorinde again. I won't be discussed too much in depth into it. I already discussed quite a lot about her in this specific video of mine. If you haven't already watched it, be sure to do so. But overall, I think that Clorinde is a pretty interesting character. Now, she's going to be a hyper electro DPS carry, so she's going to be in a lot of competition at this point in time. Therefore, mostly going to be preference choice for you guys at this point. But in terms of power level, obviously I do have to wait until I'm able to test her out. But in terms of my prediction, I think she should be quite close to Raiden Shogun, right? I believe that she should be better than obviously Sino and Kuching. First of all, Sino is definitely because that Sino is just a lot harder to use compared to Clorinde. Right, Sino rotation is just absolutely insane. Clorinde is much faster in terms of rotation wise and easier to play as well. So that's on her side. And obviously, yeah, Clorinde's going to do a lot more damage than Kuching, unless you have like Kuching C6, right? More Constellation and Kuching's probably out damage Clorinde, but overall, Clorinde is looking to be a very good hyper carry electro DPS at this point in time. because of, you know, all the teams that she has got access to. Obviously, Aggravate here and there is going to be her best teams. But overall, if you're looking for a good Electro DPS, you're not, you know, having Raiden Shogun, or you're tired of playing with Raiden Shogun, then yeah, Clorinde is going to be there. However, some of the downsides she has right now is probably I would say that her team's going to be quite expensive with, you know, if you want her to be doing a lot of damage, right? Hyper Carry's character requires you to have at least, you know, like a 5-star weapons, Mid Splitter, Haran, you know, maybe Jade Cutter if you are lacking in crit rate. However, I don't think that's going to be the case for Clorinde. And moreover, Aggravate teams, guys, usually run alongside with, you know, Nahida and Baiju. So those are like 5-star characters, right? If you want an overload team, you're looking at a Chevreuse, or, you know, kind of like, you know, a C6 Chevreuse in there. Or, you know, if you're going for hyper invested, hyper carry Clorinde team, that's going to be like Kazuha, C6 Sarah, and stuff like that, right? So those are very, very expensive. Not to mention, she also works in, you know, like Raiden National, but Raiden National doesn't really need her, but she's just going to be there for fun. So overall, some of the teams, you know, are going to be hyper invested. The thing that I like about the most with Clorinde right now is her gameplay is looking to be very, very fun. It's quite a little bit different compared to some of the other characters at this point. You know, she's shooting guns, right? We don't usually have guns character in Genshin Impact, right? On top of that, you know, her burst animation is very, very cool. So I think that any of you who love Clorinde should be having a pretty good time with her. But obviously, we'll still have to wait until her official release to actually look into her a lot more. Now, Alhaitham is running alongside with her. And yes, as I've mentioned before, Alhaitham is still a very, very good character. I don't think anyone is going to be replacing him as, you know, either a quick swap or a hyper carry Dendro character, if whatever how you want to play him anytime soon, you know, because Alhaitham and Nahida technically works on the same team. So they can't, you know, technically replace with each other. However, obviously, he is in the competition because yes, he is a DPS character, and obviously we know that on Genshin Impact teams, we only usually have one DPS character. So more or less going to be a preference again if you're lacking in good DPS character on your account. Overall, I still value Alhaitham very, very high. Quite an easy character to play. Just a little bit of, you know, practice for him here and there, but overall his team comp has access to some of the best team in the game, right? You know, he can just be on any of the Dendro team and he will do well. So an absolutely still amazing character at the current point. Now, we'll specifically look into the 4-star character on the banner, which is, yes, Sethos as we have known, and Thoma as was Bennett. Now, last time I believe I've already predicted, like, it's, you know, either going to be Hazel or Kaveh at least coming back because they haven't been back for a long time. But like, guys, they just literally dropped Bennett and Thoma back here. Like, I have to check again when was the last time these two characters been here. Right, so Bennett was in 4.3 and Thoma was in 4.1. So it's been a while, yes. But okay, so obviously none of us would be expecting these characters to be back this early. So I think Hoyoverse is making an exceptions for this banner because overall these two characters are very good, right? I don't think I have to discuss much about Bennett, guys, right? As long as you have him at least at C1, you're good to go, right? If you're more invested to him, you have, you know, a Pyro team, then C6 Bennett is definitely going to be a good fit for you. But overall, you know, 2 copy of Bennett is more than enough. Now Thoma, right? Still one of the best character on the Bergen team. Sakuraco Bergen is like the specialty of Thoma at this point in time, and obviously in certain cases he can also be on Clorinde's team in terms of giving her a little bit of shielding. If you want a bit more of a overload, you know, Chevreuse Thoma combo, then yeah, I think that's going to be good because that on that team, I don't think Clorinde is going to be needing a healer because Thoma is going to be helping her out with a little bit of shielding, and with self-sustaining Clorinde kit, I think she's going to have a very good chance of survivability. Now, Sethos, I don't really have much to discuss about him because, well, I don't think any of you is going to be playing him, right? Because overall his kit is really not that good. You've already got like Fischl, Electro Bow. If you want to, obviously her bow is a physical, but also deals electro damage. So I don't really see any reason why for you guys to actually go for Sethos if you have him and then build him in the end, right? So at the very least, we thought Bennett and Thoma to make up for it. So overall, this ban is actually very, very nice, right? So good luck with you guys, you know, choosing whichever character you're pulling for. And next, I'll look at the weapon banner. First of all, yeah, we have the Absolution sword for Clorinde. I think this is a decently good sword. I have no idea what they're doing here, right? We've already got a crit damage in the passive, like 4/4, and now we're looking at this, so it's like a 64% crit damage bonus. Dude, base attack 674, it's on a very high end. It doesn't really matter which sword DPS character you give this sword to, right? They're going to be able to make use of this even when you don't have access to the second part of the passive. I think this is a very good sword. Obviously, yeah, I'm not saying that it's so good that I'm recommending you guys just to pull for it for your sword DPS character. But what I'm saying is that if you do happen to lose to this sword, it's, I would say, kind of similar to how Jade Cutter works, right? It's a crit rate weapon that works on any character, right? This sword also works in similar fashion. So overall, a very very good sword. Now aside from that, we also have the Folio Incision, also a pretty good sword, right? 88% crit damage, base attack is okay. All of the character that you put this sword on should be able to make use of you know, the passive here, because you know, every character has access to, you know, elemental mastery. But what's also better is that, guys, Clorinde can use Folio Incision. So this weapon banner is a very good banner if you do decide to pull for Clorinde's sword, right? So if you do happen to lose to a Folio Incision, she can still use it very well. And I think it's not too far behind, you know, the Absolution. Overall, the 5-star is very good. Now, in terms of the 4-star, I also think it's a very good banner. With it, right, we've got Sack, Sword, we've got what, Stringless. Lithic Spear is decently okay. It's not really that bad, right? You can still make use of it. You know, this is okay too. Not that good, but many characters can still make use of it if you do decide to. So over the 4-star options are also good. I'm actually surprised that they are kind of like making an exception to this banner to make it all the pulling options for you guys are actually pretty good. I'm quite surprised. If you're pulling on the banner, it's going to be a very good chance for you, and I really do wish you good luck for that. Now, if you're still wondering and are on the fence, here at this point in time, let's have a look into some future character discussion, right? So we know that Furina is going to be coming up in like what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, right? So alongside with Siege Queen, I don't think I have to discuss much about Siege Queen. If you want my intake on Siege Queen at this point in time, yeah, then again, this video is going to be helping you out. But overall, Siege Queen, I don't think it's going to be a worth pull any of the day. But Furina right next to her, right? You guys at least get 1 copy of her. Or if you love Furina, get at least another copy, which is like C1 or C2 if you really like Furina, because yeah, she's just an amazing character, right? Her sword signature is absolutely good looking and also very perfect fit for her. So investing into Furina, she's not going anywhere until the end of the game, guys, right? Very valuable investment at this point in time. So if you've been saving for Furina, I do wish you good luck on that. However, right after Furina, we've got Emily, which is a brand new character that's going to be coming in patch 4.8. That is a pretty much confirmed Hoyoverse has just basically released her, right? Dude, she's what, a perfumer, renowned perfumer, very interesting design as well. I was quite surprised. I didn't really expect Emily to actually look like this, but I mean, yeah, it is character design. I don't think it's too much of my cup of tea, because I think she's more on toward like a mature side. Dude, she feels like a connoisseur, but I think she's right up that alley in terms of, I kind of feel like she might have the same vibe as Chiori, like you know that Chiori vibe, right? It's quite similar, but she's going to be a Dendro character, which is going to be a ton more valuable than Chiori. Well, we're lacking a bit of Dendro character. I wouldn't say we lack, but we don't really have too many Dendro characters at this point. So another Dendro character is a good thing, right? It's been a while since we've seen a new Dendro character. I think last time was like Kirara, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it has been a while. Now, obviously, we don't have too much information about Emily just yet, but hopefully, here's what I'm hoping is that she's going to be a character that fully utilizes, you know, burning reactions, because it's like one of the reactions that haven't been touched on much since, you know, the introduction dates, apart from, you know, Geo reactions. Dude, just forget about Geo reactions, but like burning reactions, it has a lot of potential, not to mention we've still got a fully invested burning reactions artifact sets that is brand new. So if she's going to be a character that focuses on that, she's going to be able to make use of that very well. You know, make it kind of like a new gameplay themed for Genshin Impact, you know, just like how Nilu Bloom team. Hopefully Emily is going to be similar to that, because if she is, then she's going to be a very valuable character, and that's going to be an interesting turn of meta for the whole Genshin Impact. I wouldn't say a turn in meta, but basically, you know, a newly added meta team to Genshin, which is a pretty fun thing to have, you know, because Genshin really focuses on reactions damage very well. So definitely I'll be looking out for more information about Emily, and I will get you guys posted on that. I think that's all I have to say regarding this video, guys. If you do have any questions, leave it down in the comment section, and I or some other lovely Genshin player will get to you there. If you're still on the fence about which character to pull in patch 4.7, guys, I have a very in-depth video right here. I'm pretty sure it's going to help you out, because I've already discussed it very in-depth in the character in that video. Really appreciate you guys staying with me to this part of the video, guys, and with that, I will catch you on my next video.